least until now, we have always known that affectionate gestures are one of the ways to express loving emotions. Many studies on child development have concluded that children who are cuddled, hugged, and kissed tend to have a more developed emotional life than those who are deprived of such affectionate gestures for a long period of time. Similarly, in marriage, affectionate gestures are also a powerful means of expressing love. Holding hands, hugging and kissing, caressing, and intimacy are ways for spouses to show their affection for one another. For some people, physical affection is their love language. Without it, they may feel unloved. The power of skin to skin. Among the five senses, sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, only touch is not confined to a single organ or part of the human body. Countless sensory nerve endings are distributed throughout our bodies. When these nerve endings are stimulated through physical contact, they transmit signals to the brain, which then processes them. This allows us to perceive whether what touched us is hot or cold, hard or soft, pleasant or painful, and even whether that touch conveys love or poses a threat. Certain parts of the body are more sensitive than others because nerve endings are not evenly distributed but are clustered in specific areas. The more densely packed with sensory nerve endings, the more sensitive the area. For example, the tip of the tongue is extremely sensitive, while the back of the shoulder is among the least sensitive. Fingertips and the tip of the nose are also highly sensitive regions. However, our purpose here is not to study the basic neurology of touch, but rather its psychological role. Physical contact can either strengthen or damage a relationship. It can communicate rejection or convey love. A slap in the face is terrifying for any child, but for a child whose love language is physical affection, that slap can feel devastating. The child may never be able to forget the emotional wound it caused. Likewise, all children feel loved when they are embraced, but those whose love language is physical affection experience that love on a much deeper and more powerful level. The same is true for us adults. Affectionate gestures have always been a natural way of expressing love. Countless studies on child development have shown that children who are held, hugged, and kissed grow up with a richer emotional life than those who go without such tenderness for a long time. In marriage, too, affection plays a powerful role in nurturing love. Holding hands, sharing a hug or a kiss, gentle touches, and intimacy are all ways that husbands and wives communicate their care for one another. For some, this very language of love is expressed through touch. Without it, they may feel unloved and disconnected. The power of skin to skin. Of our five senses, sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, only touch is not limited to a single organ or one part of the body. Instead, our skin is covered with countless tiny nerve endings, each ready to receive signals from the world around us. A simple touch can send a message to the brain, warm or cold, soft or hard, soothing or painful. And beyond these physical sensations, touch has the power to carry an even deeper message, one of tenderness and love, or one of rejection and threat. Some areas of the body are more sensitive than others because nerve endings are not spread evenly but gathered in clusters. The tip of the tongue, for example, is highly sensitive, while the back of the shoulder barely reacts. Our fingertips and the tip of our nose are also incredibly delicate. Yet here we are less concerned with the science of touch and more with the role it plays in the human heart. A single touch can build or break a relationship. It can wound or it can heal. A slap across the face is frightening to any child, but to the child whose love language is physical affection, such a gesture can feel utterly devastating, leaving an emotional scar that is never forgotten. On the other hand, every child feels loved when embraced, but the child who understands love most deeply through affection experiences that hug with extraordinary intensity. And so it is with us as adults. The simple power of touch speaks to us in ways words never can.